Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review, and this is a classic right here. But I needed him in my collection. I needed a Bullseye in my collection. I didn't have one, so I had to get him. He was the most affordable Bullseye I can get. The more recent Marvel Legends Bullseye figure that came out is a rare figure now, and I can't get him. So that kind of blows, but it is what it is. So I need a Bullseye figure in my collection, so I went for the old classic Toy Biz version, and he's not bad. He's not a bad figure. The sculpt work up here on his bullseye, on his forehead, is really good. The detail in his costume is really good, from front to back. It's really good. The sculpting here, that's good too. And I didn't think I was gonna like this, but all the dark outline throughout his up here, throughout his belt, his gloves, his little thing there, and his boots. Uh, it's actually really good. It actually looks really good in person. And yeah, so not bad front to back with Bullseye. And yeah, so let's just jump right into it. So head can go to left, to the right. He could look up about that much. He could look down a lot, which is good. Any attitude? Not really any attitude. Arms can go out a bunch, and they do a full 360. Upper bicep swivel. Single joint in the elbow, I guess because it's the old classic version. Full rotation and hinge in the wrist, and also his fingers are articulated so you can open and close his hands like so. And nothing really in the waist, once again, except for an ab crunch. And mine is kind of floppy. Mine is kind of loose. I don't like that. Yes, so as far as waist articulation, really nothing there. He can do the splits, I guess, about that much. He does have an upper thigh cut and has a single bend in the knee, no double jointed, and there's no boot rotation. And there's no ankle pivot, but he has a toe hinge. So you see that little toe hinge there. And his feet can hinge down that much, and it can hinge up that much. So this is articulation for the old classic Toy Biz Bullseye. Yeah, so this is a very interesting figure. And it's a good one. It's still a pretty good one. I think overall, my opinion on this figure is, even though it's the old classic Toy Biz version, it's still a solid figure, and I'm still pretty pleased with him. And I guess this will be a short review. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with Mr. Bullseye here. I needed a Bullseye in my Daredevil collection, and yeah, and I got one. So you guys let me know what you think. And this has been my review of the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Bullseye action figure. Oh, wait a minute! I'm about to cut this. So I didn't even compare him next to the Man Without Fear, Mr. Daredevil. So there's your height comparison. Bullseye next to his arch nemesis Daredevil. Bullseye and Daredevil are enemies in the comic books. Bullseye first appeared in 100 and something. I forget the exact number, but that was when Bullseye was introduced into Marvel Daredevil comics, and they have been arch enemies ever since. And this is Bullseye compared to the Kingpin, which, of course, no surprise, he's massive compared. Yeah, so Kingpin towers over most of the Marvel figures. Yeah, so my final thoughts on this figure: it's a good figure. it's ancient. It's an old figure. It's back in the Marvel Toy Biz days, but it's still a solid figure. So if you guys were curious, if you wanted to pick him up, I picked him up off of eBay and picked him up for a very cheap price. So he's still a solid figure, and yeah, that's pretty much the review. And yeah, so this has been my review of the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Bullseye action figure. Till next time, guys. See ya.